Okay, so you're scrolling online,
Huh?
trying to keep up with trends, and it feels like, I don't know, every other video lately is some super cute animal doing something funny.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
But here's the thing. A lot of these, they're not quite your typical pet videos. They look almost hyper real.
Right. Those incredibly expressive faces, sometimes doing things animals just don't do.
Exactly. We're talking about AI-generated pets, and they've just completely blown up everywhere. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. The view counts are just massive.
It really is something, the speed and just the scale of it all. I mean, we've had digital pets before, sure, Tamagotchis and whatnot.
Yeah.
But this level of like believability and the sheer amount of content, it's new.
For sure. So in this deep dive, we're really going to try and figure out why. Why have these fake animal videos gone so incredibly viral?
What's the psychology? What's the tech doing?
Yeah, and maybe what it says about us right now. We looked into a really detailed explanation digging into this whole phenomenon. So let's jump in.
Okay, so I think the first reaction for a lot of people is that double take moment, like,
Yeah.
wait, is that real?
Totally, I've had that.
And that hesitation itself says a lot about how good the tech has gotten. But beyond that initial surprise, there's something deeper happening. It taps into our basic connection with animals.
Absolutely. The source we use talks about the baby schema. The big eyes, the small nose, all those features that just make us go, ah.
It triggers that caregiving instinct.
Right, and apparently it even releases oxytocin, that bonding hormone. Real pets do that naturally, obviously.
But here's the twist.
Yeah.
AI can sort of exaggerate those features, make them almost perfectly cute in a way that's, well, maybe not always possible in real life.
That's a really key point. AI lets creators design these, perfect digital companions. They can be super cute, always funny, unbelievably expressive, basically whenever the creator wants.
On-demand cuteness.
Exactly. They have that perfect, adorable look every single time. And maybe crucial for some people, no shedding.
Right. No accidents on the rug.
None of that. It's like this idealized pet experience without the, messy reality. And that seems to be a huge part of why they're so easy to share and why people connect emotionally.
That lack of friction is important. You just get the good stuff, the cuteness, the laugh instantly, without any of the usual pet owner frustrations.
So let's shift gears a bit. What's the actual tech making these digital critters possible? It's more than just video editing, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. It's a mix of really powerful AI tools. We're talking deepfake technology.
Which sounds kind of scary, but here it's used for.
Yeah, I mean, it can be misused, but here it's about realistically changing or even creating images and sounds. Think animating a still picture of a cat so it looks like it's talking.
Okay.
And that's combined with sophisticated animation software. The source mentions specific tools like Runway ML for video stuff, GID for animating faces.
Right, I've heard of Midjourney too for making images from text.
Exactly. Midjourney is huge for that initial image generation. These tools are getting seriously impressive.
And now there are text-to-video models. You just type what you want to see.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Describe a scene and the AI generates it. It really lowers the barrier to creating this stuff.
So anyone can do it, essentially.
Pretty much. That's the democratizing effect of AI here. You don't need to be a Pixar animator anymore. The source threw out these wild examples, like imagine a hamster explaining physics.
Okay, I'd watch
Or
that.
a Shiba Inu running for president. It shows the kind of crazy creative things people can now make relatively easily from their laptops.
It's kind of mind-bending, actually, and thinking about the bigger picture.
Yeah.
All the anxieties people have right now, climate change, politics, just the sheer amount of information overload.
It's a lot.
It makes sense that maybe people are looking for, I don't know, an escape, something simple and comforting.
I think that's a big part of it. The source definitely suggests these AI pet videos act as a kind of digital comfort food, like a quick, easy virtual hug. They tap into that same emotional space as real pets, but crucially, without any of the real-world baggage. No vet bills, no walks in the rain.
Right. It's like dopamine on demand, as the source put it. Just pure, instant good vibes when you need a lift.
And it's probably worth stressing, like the source did, this isn't necessarily about replacing real pets.
No, definitely not.
It's more that they fill a similar, maybe less intense, but still real emotional need for a lot of viewers. That quick hit of connection and positivity.
Okay, so we get the appeal, the tech, the comfort aspect.
Yeah.
But what makes these specific videos go viral? Is there like a formula?
It seems like there's a core combination that works really well.
Yeah.
The source points to mixing that undeniable cuteness with something unexpected, something bizarre even. It's that contrast.
Okay, yeah. Like it's cute, but it's also weird. Like a cat reciting Shakespeare. You mentioned that earlier.
Exactly. Or a dog giving eerily accurate weather forecasts. Or I think you mentioned a breakdancing turtle.
Yeah, I saw one. It was strangely compelling. It's that moment of, wait, what am I watching?
That's the uncanny twist, as the source called it. It grabs you, makes you watch longer, and makes you want to show someone else, like, you gotta see this.
And because the AI makes it faster to create things,
right,
creators can just try out tons of different weird ideas really quickly, right? See what sticks.
Precisely. They can generate a lot of content, test different angles, different bizarre twists, and when something hits, they can make more like it. It leads to this. The source called it viral saturation. You just see it everywhere.
And people watching often know it's fake, don't they?
Oh, absolutely. I think most people are aware it's AI, but the emotional kick or the humor, it still lands. We're willing to suspend disbelief for that payoff, which is pretty interesting in itself.
So, stepping back a bit, what does this all mean, bigger picture? Are we headed towards a future where, like, AI animals just take over our feeds entirely?
The source seemed to think that's unlikely, that real animal content isn't going anywhere. But what the trend does show us is maybe more telling.
Which is?
It really highlights these fundamental human needs, doesn't it? Our desire for joy, for connection, maybe even for a little bit of control or predictability in a world that feels pretty chaotic.
Yeah, it feels like this perfect storm of, like, our evolutionary love for cute things, our modern craving for entertainment, and maybe just a need to escape reality for a minute.
Well put. And, as the AI gets even better, more realistic,
It will.
those lines between what's real and what's artificial are just going to keep getting blurrier. And that does raise questions about, well, our attachments, how might they change?
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? If these digital things, these AI pets, actually bring people genuine happiness or a good laugh, does it ultimately matter that they aren't real in the traditional sense?
Yeah, it's something to think about. It is. So just to kind of wrap up what we've discussed, we've seen how that deep-seated psychological pull towards cute, pet-like things gets amplified by AI.
Right, and how the tech itself makes it easy for almost anyone to create this stuff.
Exactly. Plus the whole digital comfort angle, providing escapism, and that winning viral formula of cuteness mixed with the unexpected.
Which leads us to that final thought for you, the listener. As this AI technology keeps evolving, getting more sophisticated, creating things that feel increasingly real, maybe even emotionally resonant, how is that going to change our relationship with the digital world? And maybe even change how we understand connection itself?
Yeah, it's a huge question, and definitely one we'll be watching unfold.